This next game is between Back2Kill, aka B2K, and Fraggers. B2K having Abject, Blood, and Eugen in their lineup. Fraggers having the Belgian trio Leo, Player, and Mouse. This is, of course, the group stage game, and it was, I would say, one of the best games of the tournament. So prepare yourself for what I think was a very good game. The maps were Supply and Gold Rush. But here we go, the game's going to kick off. It is going to be B2K, Back2Kill, against Fraggers. Fraggers are Leo, Mouse, and Player. B2K, Back2Kill are Blood, Eugen, and Abject. This should be a pretty good matchup. And we'll check Eugen off the start. It doesn't look like they're running with an engineer to kick things off. And I'm pretty sure I am on Shoutcaster. Good, that's good. And they have got a double middle defense. The Allied team. Mouse picks up the first frag of the game. Everyone will be happy that he's going to be able to hit a shot. There's a lot of fear when people return that they can't do much. It'll be different, it won't be easy. They'll be coming up against some big shooters. Abject in particular. There are two on middle. Eugen is going to go for that flag. Sorry, Blood decides to back off. I think Eugen is in that lower area. Gets taken down by Mouse. And the push down, it's only Abject. Let me pick him up. Abject all alone, what can he do? Let me get a bit of damage in. He was playing well in the show match last night as well. We had some big performers in that show match. I'd say the big names didn't really disappoint, which is nice to see. So far, so good for the for the Axis team, should I say? And a minute holds. 1 or 2 more minutes, and they should be happy with this. No low defense though. An engineer could easily just come in. Leo was hiding. He gets the backup from Player on stairs as well. Lots of damage from the Allied team, but they're not going to be able to take anyone down. And that is a nice double team on the lower area. We did see Player or Leo, I'm not sure which one, supporting Mouse on middle. So they're rotating their defense quite nicely. It is Player, as Leo is going to be able to take down one, pushing in through cave. Mouse picks up a double frag from mid, and they are shutting this defense. They're shutting this attack down. The defense looking very strong. Let's pick up Mouse. See if he's hitting them shots. We'll take a little bit of time to warm up for the best players. Nice double headshot comes out. And the Luger getting some headshots as well. Short spawn, he's going to respawn back in. I don't know if they're going to be able to push forward in that time. He should be aware that they're up top. He knows he saw them there. They did kill out a little bit. Bit of damage. Nice revive comes in. And this is what I mean about the 2-man defense up top. Leo plays behind the barrels here. But he's going to have to do something. I think it's just Mouse. Oh, it's Leo on the stairs. Mouse picks up 2. And they've got some really strange defense. Obviously 3-on-3 a little bit different. You've got no rifle fear really. No real spam fear. You can play like 2-3 on middle, just sitting in the window. The push is going to come up high. Eugen does get one frag, gets dropped by Mouse. Double frag comes out from him, and Mouse is just going pretty big so far. The blue name basically everywhere. 7 frags that we can see. Leo in this lower area. Notice there's a little bit of pressure. And here comes the push for the Allied team. They are going to be able to put some pressure on towards his flag, and it's just Leo to hold them back. And he went ultra aggressive, as I think he's going to get shut down. Respawn coming in for the Allies at the flag, but they've held it off for 3 minutes, and I think the Axis can be fairly happy with that, as the plants will go down momentarily. I don't think they've got an engineer. They didn't respawn with an engineer, so that's going to delay them for 20 seconds. And they haven't even got a suit, but they are going to escort the truck, so not too bad. The Axis are actually going to push through the door. Not too risky. No plant went down, so too big a risk. Plants will go down up, and Lower's already gone. So they will blow with 8 minutes remaining. So a third of the map time already disappeared. 12 minutes here on 3-on-3. It is 15 in 6-on-6. But there were calls once upon a time to change it to 15 minutes for 3-on-3 as well, because people were complaining that's just double full holds too easy. Maybe just gotta have some decent attack strats.
They have destroyed the main entrance.
Oh, this nade. Blood heard it. We'll stick with Blood at the moment. He's trying to get some info. I think he saw a head there. As Mouse is going to get some damage off. He has got the backup of Player. Leo in the middle tower is going to do some damage for a long range. And Mal's here at the double doors. They are going to be limited by ammo. I think Leo might be a field up. And it's going to be pretty much down to Mouse. Here at CP, all alone. Nice double headshot comes out. He takes down one. But he's going to have more players to deal with. Takes down another. Mal's getting the kills in. But there should be a player inside CP. I think they got the revive in. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Push is maybe going to come down the main roads. And it does look like Eugen's going to go for the main plant. And he takes down player. Mal's taken down as well. Where's Leo? I'm not sure where he is, if he's going to be able to slow this down. I think he was out. I think he was out for a long spawn. So they're going to respawn back in. They lose main plant and CP in one quick rush. They're maybe going to go for a defuse here. They have got Leo on that engineer. And they have got a frag in. No rifle, no panzer to deal with. Medics here. Could be big. Double frag comes out from Mouse. Need to get those revives in. Eugen, pretty much the last player alive for his team. Nice block action from player. And it is going to be a really nice play from player. Eugen picks up 3 kills, but the revive from player and the block on the shots managed to allow Leo to get that defuse in. And they're going to have to plant main again. Grenade over the top from Mouse. Does manage to take down the engineer. Revive will come in. Abject taken low. Mouse pushes over the top. Picks up 3 kills. No plants for the allies. Shut down by the Belgian. As the push now going to come over the top. This looks good for the allied team. And they are going very aggressive. And no gib for Abject. No real needs. Mouse whips out that Luger. He's been practicing. He's been practicing. And 3on3 is a little bit of a playground for shooters. Just because you're not going to get... There's no panzers. There's no nades. There's not as many nades. There's not as many mines. Rifle grenades. So it's very focused on shooting and positioning. So this is good for Mouse to warm up in a 3on3 tournament after being like away from the scene for so long. So now we're going to check out the attack. They have respawned here at CP. Starting to push forward. Abject picks up a kill on towards Mouse, but player is in the cave. And the plant will go down. Nice nade from Leo. And the engineer will come in and finish that off. But Leo's just going to get that instant defuse. And I don't think the allies are going to be able to get into position quick enough. Really nice play. Very quick reactions from Leo. He knew he had that really small segment of time to get things done. But it's going to be down to one player. Player in the cave. Let me try and pick him up. He has been taken down. Plant should go down at main again. Eugen is going to be able to get that in. 5 minutes remain for the allied team. Truck is already pushed forward. They have the respawn. And they should have control here at the main gate. No defuse attempt this time, it seems. Or very slow push to attempt this. Eugen's very aware of the potential. And they are going to be able to pick up 2 frags. Player gets taken down by team kill. And maybe Leo's going to go for this. As you do see Leo just dodging and weaving. He needs to get picked up. Gib comes in. And they are finally going to be able to blow this main gate. It's taken him a long time. 3 plants to get it done. 2 diffusers for Leo, nearly a third. I think if player didn't get team killed there, they might have had a chance. They're going to go for that east diffuse. Should be a pretty easy diffuse. No one really in position to stop this. And Leo's doing great work on the anti-engineer diffuses. Just making it very frustrating for the allied team. As you do see player get a frag in, each player getting a frag apiece. This is so far really nice from the Fragger team. I was hoping this would be a close game. It could have potentially not been. But it looks good. It looks good. Back to kill. Well, I'd say probably are the favourites on paper in terms of activity. Need to pick themselves up. Because they are getting absolutely dominated here on supply. And another defuse on East. Leo's just laughing. He's loving it. He must have all the points. Nade towards main is going to get a bit of damage in as the push comes in. Maybe respawn frags coming in. Axis needs to be careful here as the allies are going to be able to move the truck into position. They haven't got too much time left though. 3 minutes 20 seconds to get a time on the boards. Does look like Axis are going to go quite heavy on the up top defense. Truck is in position. We'll stick with Eugen, who's the engineer. He's going to lead the charge as Blood does manage to get a frag in, and it's going to be a 3-man push onto this middle area, and they're going to run straight into the Axis team. All 3 players for the Axis here, and it's going to be Leo trying to whip out the... actually, Mal whipping out the knife after Leo picked up 2 frags. But Eugen and Abject have made it up top. The kill-outs came in, and this should be an easy plant. Nade up through the window. Really nice from Leo, and that might give his team a slight chance to get up and stop this. Brilliant nade from Neo. Leo, sorry, should I say, as he's gonna, and he's like Neo in the Matrix, but it's Leo in ET. He's gonna save the day for his team. How did they save that? That should have been easy. That should have been easy. Really nice play from the Axis team. Malzahn came up as well and killed the remaining medic, so no revives coming, and they're still gonna go for East. I mean, that's how depressing it is. It's just like, we planted East twice. They defused it twice. We're still gonna have to get this done. Oh. 2 minutes 15 seconds remain. Here comes the push through the main gate. Nice shot from Miles. Leo picks up a double frag from West as well. And this looks really nice from the Axis team. The fraggers are fragging. That's a scary potential. So looking by the way they're playing right this second, just on this defense, so maybe a lot to rate them on, but they're playing very well. And I could see them going far. Let's just say that. Leo pick up a double frag. Miles picks up one as well, and this is going to be a full hold here on supply. And I'm going to be honest, the B2K guys just look outmatched. They've been outfragged, outplayed. Leo with 4 defuses. Nice shot though from Blood. He's going to get dropped instantly, and they need to just pick themselves up. You can get a full hold here on supply quite easily, but it's not like fraggers have done it easy. Well, they made it look easy, but they've had to shoot well. They've had to get some big diffusers in. The allies just haven't really got going. They're going to pick up Leo in cave. Nice shooting from Leo. Gonna get put under a little bit of pressure from Eugen. So we'll just watch the rest of this, of course. It will be the Fraggers team to attack next. Abject is in the spawn. It's a little bit of damage in. He's up against 3 players. He's going to get cornered. Leo with a double frag. Here comes the aggression once more. So Miles has been playing pretty well. Leo's been doing some great stuff. Player hasn't been too shabby. That block from Player was really nice. That started all the diffusers. That was the first diffuse, and that really helped his team out. Once they got that diffuse in, they got another freebie. Looking at the frags, Miles picks up 35 frags. Leo with 24, 4.8k damage coming out from Miles. 13 frags for Abject, 13 frags for Eugen. Not great numbers for the Allied team, but they got dominated. It's never going to look nice. Over double frags, quite out damaged. Let's see what the individual stats are like. Can we do that? Yeah. So we had 19 headshots coming out from Miles, 45% accuracy with the the MP40, 50% nearly with the Thompson. Let's check out Leo. He was shooting pretty well. Lower accuracies, 40%. I mean, Leo's never going to be the aimer that Miles is, but those diffusers, lovely. Lovely stuff. So we've got one more player to ready up. It will be the Fraggers on the attack now. And the B2K team are going to have to pull their socks up, because they have not been looking too great so far. I wonder what sort of setup they've got on their own defense. Doesn't look like they've got too many players on middle, or they're going for quite a lean party. Getting info. See one player down low. Someone pushing cave. Eugen's going to get taken down by that grenade from Leo from the cave, who's going to push in. Abject manages to get a bit of damage in and the frags, and we're going to see the same thing from B2K that we saw from Fraggers on the first stage. A little bit of dominance early on. How long can they hold on? Let me pick up someone Abject. He's going to go towards middle. Scope it out a little bit. There's one player up top. Nades from low. Maybe they're running with an engineer, I'm not sure. Abject getting a lot of damage in. Does get a frag. Mouse gets 2. And Abject has to fall back to flag. He's got to hold it off for 8 seconds against 2 players. Doesn't. And loses the flag on the second push from the Fraggers team. And that was a double kill coming out from Mouse. Leo finishing it off. And where's the defense going to come from for the Axis? They've got to have a really nice CP defense now. And that's hard to do. Even in 3-on-3, I think the Crossfire is pretty easy to set up. You're obviously not going to have any spam. And a cave push can really split your team because you're going to have to go quite heavy on your defense at CP. So if a cave push comes in, even by one player, you're generally not going to have too much to deal with. One good shot will basically clear it out for your team.
They have destroyed the main entrance.
So here comes the push across the top.
Need a medic.
There's our player. He's going to lead the charge. Leo decides to push out and just kill out. Looping nade, not going to hit too much. I'm going to check someone out on defense. I think Leo spawned back by mistake there. So it'll be a bit of a slow push from the allied team, or a bit underpowered at least. Mouse pushing across the top is going to get dropped. Abject with a double frag as the push from Leo is going to try and take care of Eugen on the road. I think maybe he took full there. He did indeed. Or he spawned back again. I don't know. I don't think he would have made that mistake twice, do you? Easy lean kill for Abject. It's actually finished off by Blood there. But Leo did indeed take a full spawn. He'll be kicking himself there because he spawned back, didn't really add too much to the attack, and he's going to get taken out on 4 with a grenade. Leo's had an awful minute. Sometimes that can get to players. Some players can really get to you. B2K now getting the frags, now feeling a little bit of the power. Some interesting positioning. You can maybe you can hear a K push from here. I'm not sure. So we do have Blood. I think he was playing here before, and Mouse is going to push across the top. Gets dropped, shot in the back by Blood. I actually don't mind this too much from Blood because he's playing in a position where he can easily support cave. So it's actually pretty nice. And they're really worried about the cave potential. They're running out of time. So the aggression comes in, and there's only going to be one player at CP max, and I don't think they're going to have anybody here. Oh, I do hear Pax. So all on Abject. He's going to get in that easy frag. Where's the support from the medics? They are going to be able to return that kill. Pistol comes out from player. He isn't going to be able to pick up the frag, but I think he got the gib on the player at CP, so that's pretty good. They have picked up the Covey. They think they're going to be able to get that CP on this push. So the push coming across the top. Mouse leading the charge. Gets a lot of damage onto Blood. He gets taken down. One more player at CP. Leo gets dropped, but they are going to be able to destroy the CP, and Leo gets revived. Nice play. Eugen didn't get that gib in, and Leo should be able to push in and get the builds. Is he going to be able to get the build in time? He isn't, but he taps it, so no easy build for the Axis. I don't think they had an engineer anyway, but you might see the respawn pushing down the cave already. Player's going slow. I think he's by himself. I think his teammates had full spawns. And players really should just take position on west if he can. And I think he's cave. Wasting some nades there. Leo needs to maybe go for that CP. He knows he's built it halfway. Get that forward spawn. As frags are actually going to go the allied team's way, and I think there's only one remaining player, and it is going to be Blood on the wall. So if they had another engineer here, it would be a pretty easy plant. They are going to respawn in at CP, so Blood has to do a pretty nice frag here. So he's going to just hold things out. He's actually going to risk full spawn, because he's going to try and stop this defuse. He's going to take a lot of damage and and the plant's going to go down from Leo. We'll stick with Eugen. He's the potential defuse. And we did see a few defuses from the Axis on the last one, and that's a nice frag from from Leo. And I don't think he's going to be able to get this. The medics have to be really hot on top of it, and they have to. It's not going to happen. Surely it's not going to happen. Mouse picks up 3 frags. All 3 players getting a lot of damage there. That is going to be main blowing. The respawn was favourable for the allies. They took long enough to get the plant down that when they respawn back in, the Axis only had like a window of 2 seconds rather than that 4-5 second window that we saw there. Leo have on his second defuse at main on the last defense. Plant going down on east now. Mouse has switched it up to an engineer. Blood gets a couple of frags inside east. He's going to go aggressive, and this is going to allow them to push the truck in. I'm not sure what that aggression was about. It was a very short spawn. He wouldn't have been able to make it too far. And the truck's going to keep on moving. And Blood's going to get taken down in the spawn. There is one more player in position. Will the Abject get that revive in? Kind of has to. He does. Truck's going to get put in position. Nice work from Leo. He is going to get dropped though. And that's going to be a two-man attack from main allied team. Won't be able to do too much now. Mal's playing the engineer seemingly. He's going to get revive picked up. Nice medic work from player. Decides to kill out. And that's going to allow the Axis to actually take heavy positioning. You do see Eugen pushing into West Tower, whether they know he's here or not. Well, they do now. He's going to push through the door nice and silently. Nice work from Eugen. Didn't do too much damage, but just a distraction. Made player turn around, got shot in the face. Abject getting rid of the Thompson ammo. I like it. He doesn't care about accuracy. There are some aimers that care about the accuracy quite a lot. I'm going to do something like that. If the push comes in east, Revive's going to come in as well. And the Fraggers are going to be able to keep pushing through. Mouse doesn't want to go too aggressive. He doesn't have too much medic support, as there is one more player here. And they know he's outside the main area. Eugen is going to be able to pick up one frag. They need to get those revives in. Mouse again pushing forward. Blood is going to be a lot asked of him. He's going to have 3 players to do with. The nade is horrible! And he's going to be able to get the killing Gib on his teammate. Mouse really didn't need to go in with a nade. It should have been guns out. That was a basic mistake, as I think I just smashed my microphone in just trying to facepalm. You never nade like that in those tight corridors on the attack, especially when it's only one guy. So the allies are going to have to start again, and that was their real big chance. One mistake. That's the first mistake we've seen the allies really do. The Fraggers team. Axis are going quite defensive. Poor nade from Abject hits the roof. Maybe got a bit of damage onto Leo. And they're going ultra defensive up top. Now you can do nades. Because you know there's 3 up there. Makes sense. Player's going to get dropped. There will be one revive coming. As, they need to be very careful not to get full here. As no revive comes in, and I don't know where a player is. Oh, they're all going to spawn in. So the player was full. And the push out from the Axis, they're taking heavy positioning on a forward position. I like this from Eugen. He plays his door pretty well. He is playing alone. But he plays it nicely. So the Axis now again, nade in the hands. Nice! And they're going to be able to clear out. That nade didn't backfire too much. You could just see him getting triple headshot out of nowhere and then killing his entire team. I don't think they're going to have enough time for nades up back. The button's going to get pressed. Just under 3 minutes remaining for the allied team to get the truck round. And they haven't pressed the button, have they? They didn't press the button.
We've got the first gold crate.
That was interesting. Fortunately, no one it didn't cost them. It cost them like 5 or 10 seconds, maybe max. They got shot down on that spawn anyway, so no big deal. So respawning allies come in. Player gets 1 frag. Push coming on towards west. He's not going to get revived. Nice headshot come out of Mouse, and he's going to continue it. He's got blood in his sights. He takes him down. Easy double frag for Mouse, and the truck is going to move. And this looks like the allies could pick up a 2-0 lead here on supply as Fraggers try and pick up that advantage. But there's only going to be 1 in the truck. I can't see where the Axis are. They haven't respawned, of course. Strike is going to come out east. Mouse should have heard that. He has. He's going to back off as Eugen's going to try and push on towards the truck. Mouse just needs to keep that truck moving. Big frag comes out from him. He is on it. It didn't move at all. Player needs to get in a revive. Not only Eugen alive. He has to get this double frag. But Leo's going to overwhelm from behind regardless. And it is going to be the first map going the Fraggers' way. And this has been a really tight affair here on supply. We saw some really nice shooting and some really nice plays. When you consider how much the B2K team got completely rolled on some stages and they still held it off for this long. Of course you have Leo's 4 defuses to help for their defense. I mean, they have stopped the truck. They have stopped it. There is potential. It's so small. But the likeliness of them being able to hold this off. They're going to take their time coming out of spawn. And Leo's going to come from the main road. They only need to just touch the truck a couple of times. And Axis do look like they're down to pistols. They are going to start getting in some frags though. Eugen picks up 2. And he might be able to pick up a 3rd. But they've got 2 more spawns to get this done, the Ally team. And the Axis, I'm pretty sure, are down to pistols. They might have picked up some Thompsons. But the truck is going to start moving very, very quickly, and that's the problem. The spawn protection is going to come into play soon. They're going to just be able to spawn at CP and just run out and move the truck, but they're going to get the frags anyway. So it is going to be the first map. A little bit of jitters at the end. But I'd say that was fairly well deserved over the course of the entire map. It was close. It was close. Let's have a little look. 53 frags for Mouse. Went absolutely mental. So he's on fire. 8k damage. Eugen picking up 32. Abject picking up 32. 7.1k damage out of Eugen. I said, Eugen playing really nicely. And looking at across the other team again, 31 frags from Leo. And Player picking up 7k damage. I mean, it's pretty nice. I mean, you could see everyone doing a nice job for the Ally team. You know, Leo wasn't getting the big damage, but he got 4 massive diffuses. Player wasn't getting the big kills. He got quite a bit of damage, and he got a really nice block with some nice medic work, and obviously Mal's just going off. So we have got a 2-0 lead. And it's going to go to Fraggers' way. I'm not sure if this is an upset or not. I think on paper, if we talk about, like, if everyone's in their prime, probably not. But there were a lot of questions being asked of whether Mouse could perform, and I think they've been answered. I think they've been answered just a little bit. Picking up 53 frags on the first map. There we go. So this is going to be the second map. Fraggers having a 2-0 lead, taking supply. In the end, it was fairly close. 40 seconds in it, but it was a very dominant display from Fraggers and Mouse, the man you're watching. We'll watch him off the start, see what he can do. And it does look like Player's going to be the engineer. Oh no, sorry, Mouse is going to be the engineer. Early nade off from the side. Axis players aren't going to be able to pick up any damage. Leo leading the charge for his team. Does get in quite a bit of damage. Gets dropped. Nice revive train again. No rifle to be fearful of here. B2K. Double grenade comes in from Eugen. And the revives will have to come in from Player. And Mouse has to stay alive by himself for a little bit. Old CP positioning. And the Gib comes in. Brilliant Gib as I think that's Eugen taken down for full. So it's only 2 players for the Axis team. And Abject has made himself very much known at main. And it's going to be down to blood. Luger out. I don't think he's going to get this done. Mouse is going to be able to pick up the truck on the first push. It did take a little while. The revive train had to be used. But that was a really solid push. None of them got gibbed. And I really like that gib on Eugen at main. Like a lot of aimers, 3-on-3 players will just go for kills. They're ready. They're serious. They want to get this done. As the barrier looks to get built. Nice grenade from Player. Takes down Abject as he pushed in to finish off that barrier. And I don't know if Blood is going to be able to finish this off. Do they know he's here? He's got the rifle in his hands. He obviously can't load it up. It's 3-on-3 config, but it's quite a lot of damage on that rifle. On the K43. So they just have to hold off the truck, the tank barrier for a little while. And they're going to build up CP. Axis didn't even build CP. They're all over the place. Eugen's going to try and push him for the barrier, but Leo in position stops him mid-jump. And I really like what I'm seeing from the allies. They're working together so well. Could be a bit of fortune in terms of their positioning and timing. But they seem to know what they're doing. I don't know how much these guys are pracked. I think Miles was a late entry effectively for the team. Bit of damage towards the tank. And tank damage is going to be a premium here on 3-on-3 because you're not going to run a field up so much. Nades are hard to come by. You'll see Eugen pushing towards the CP. He's going to get that plant down. That's nice work from Eugen. It's going to be a bit of a distraction. Attentions are going to be turned towards the CP for the allied team, who are going to take their time. I think they're waiting for that respawn. Yeah, they did indeed. Here comes the push. We do have Abject probably. No, Abject likes the top of those stairs quite a lot. As it does look like maybe he's just going to be able to push in and easy defuse this. So it doesn't have to waste his charge for a rebuild. Can waste his charge. You don't use charge for dynamite diffusers, of course. As they are going to push in towards the CP. And double frag comes out from Mouse. It's going to be all on B2. So it's going to be all on Eugen here. Tank build's going to come in. Nice work from Eugen. Took it slow, but he didn't get in the gib. I'm not sure if there's any allied players around. Nade does come up. No gib still. Allied players pushing towards it. Plant has gone down at the CP once more. And Allies getting shut down now. Axis taking a little bit of control. I like what I'm seeing from Eugen. They're gonna lose a little bit of control here because they're gonna have to kill out. You saw the Allied player just waiting. Bloods just completely cut himself off from the rest of his team, and he's gonna have to run away. Does get taken down, so that's gonna be a 20-second spawn for him. And again, question's gonna be asked: can Eugen get in the frags? He knows they're pushing up top. Nice shooting from Eugen. Really nice from Eugen. He picks out the Luger. Brilliant 3-man frag from Eugen. But the big revive came out from player. I don't know how he got in that revive. Tank build is going to come out. And they're going to be able to get into position. But that was nearly just a heroic save from Eugen. They are going to be able to push up towards CP. Mouse gets a little bit of charge on it. They're just going to hold it here. Just to get that CP. They want that forward spawn. I really like what I'm seeing from Eugen. Made into that lower CP. Does get a lot of damage onto player. Somehow player comes out on top. He must have been on a fraction of health there. Push coming in through the spawn. Mouse is leading the charge there. Leo in backup. Is going to be able to take one down. Mouse dropped revive or slow down the Allied team. Missed revive by Abject. And Blood's going to be called into action here at second. Nice shooting from Leo. Really nice revive work as well. And we still have Mouse on an engineer. I think he'll kill out first opportunity. And we are going to see the objective picked up by Leo. I'm going to try and take it first person. I'm not sure what the spawn time is of the Axis team. Maybe they think he's going to have gotten away. Yeah, they weren't sure either. Leo didn't want to risk it. As the push is going to come out first. He shouldn't have let his position be known. Now they're going to close in. And he has got noise at third. Abject's going to get that frag. He could have hid. He could have hid for a while there. They're all going to be classed up. I don't think they had an engineer, the Axis team, so no defuse on the barrier. That's going to blow in just about a second. On cue, there comes the dynamite blown on that truck barrier. Push across the top from the Allied team is going to get shut down. 3 frags, or 2 frags should I say, coming in for that Axis. Blood picks up 2, but a little bit, it was a heavy crossfire. Pick up Abject here at second arch. It's a bit of a different formation in 3-on-3. Heavy first and second arch defense normally. Just because it's much easier to reclaim. It's harder to get back to bank. You do have Blood here at Old MG. Oh, here comes the push across the top again. They're putting on pressure on the first arch. As player just spammed some shots towards the barrels. Didn't really hit anything, then suddenly got a headshot. Double frag comes out from Abject. They should be able to clear up this third kill. He's going to be up for full spawn as well. That's a poor play from player. Doesn't want to give up. They don't want to give up their full spawns too much. But 2 frags coming in. Where's Blood? The respawn coming in for the Axis. They will just go aggressive. The objective will get picked up. But player could be key here. Player could be key. Nice shooting from Eugen. He's going to be able to finish that off as well. And Mouse has stayed inside the bank. Nice work from Eugen. Double frag to return the objective. And I'd say he's easily been the B2K MVP. And I think on paper, again, you wouldn't expect that. Not in today's climate. Maybe a few years ago, Eugen was that player. It's really nice to see him performing well. Push coming in through his first arch. He's going to do a bit of damage. All 3 Axis players taken down. And they're out for 15 seconds. Player has a free run. The objective's there, sir. As he does manage to spot it. Oh, he got secured as he went for it. That's going to slow them down by 4 or 5 seconds. And they might see the Axis actually have an opportunity to respawn back in. And player might be able to make it up the long road. He has. That was such luck for the Axis team. This insta-secure from time. Oh my. That slowed them down for a couple of seconds. That was so fortunate. But they've got away. They've got away. He got away. It would have been a bit of jitters. I don't think he would have known what happened initially. So the objective is in the Allied team's hands. I'm going to actually stick with Blood there. He's in a really nice position. It's a little lame. I'm not sure if he could be spotted. Just trying to prone it out. He could get really... Oh, he's made some noise. And he's going to give away his position. Really, really, what is going on here? The objective is on the bridge. It is going to get shut down. Blood's positioning was really good. Leo didn't have any clue. Double frag comes out. I'm not sure of the spawn time. Abject picks up a nice double headshot and Gib. But I think it's one player, Leo, sorry, to push in towards bank.
Objective taken.
Nice grenade. Does manage to take down one. There is some noise at third arch. Don't think it's a teammate. Needs to be careful here. Nice work from Leo. Taking his time. Nice headshot comes out. He's going to take some shots from first arch. Needs to just kill Abject. He's managed to just run past him. Abject has no clue what's happened. And the objective is going to be able to get away. But frags come in for the Allied team. And that was just so many small errors. But easy recovery. Eugen picks up another double kill for the return. And this is looking favourable for the Axis team now. I think Allies had a little bit of advantage. Especially when they got the objective away. As players getting put under pressure. Someone pushing up the back. It's going to be Abject. Whiffing his shots there. They will be able to make it in towards bank again. As Leo's going to be able to pick up that objective for what seems like the 10th time. Made towards the back area. Isn't going to be able to connect. Maybe someone's still there though. So there's two players for the Axis team underneath the bridge. One person just outside bank. He has got a bit of support. I hear footsteps at third. It's going to be all on Leo. He is alone. He'll be cornered. Maybe a full spawn for B2K. Abject is not full spawn. So they are going to be locked in on their spawn. Leo's going for it now. And it looks like he's going to go underneath the bridge. He needs to be careful. He has been dropped on the stairs. Player gets taken down as well. I'm not sure if the respawning allies are going to come in on time. And they're not. Abject gets that secure. And I think this is almost GG. They have to do it almost instantly. They have to pick up the objective and they can't delay. They have to go straight away. We'll pick up Mouse. He's going to pick up the objective. Gold crate in his hands. He's a strong man. Gold crate and gun. He starts pushing. He's going to take some damage from first arch. Where's player? Player killed out. Needs to get this reviving. Needs all the teammates alive as possible. And they are wasting the ammo of the Axis team. At least they're getting that done. Nice shooting from Mouse. Luger in the hands of Abject. And they are going to be able to drop him, but not enough ammo for the attacking team. And player needed to be a bit more patient, maybe. Sit underneath the bridge. But that's going to be a full hold, and that was very well deserved. I saw Eugen picking up some massive kills. Nice delaying frags. He nearly got, like, I'd say one of the best frags of the game in that 3 frag. Fortunately, player got the revive on towards Mouse, who got the kill reply in. And then built up the tank, but that was a really nice 3-man kill. And then that objective, the objective with just insta-securing. They would have had it. They would have had it. They had 15 seconds, and the objective insta-secures, and player was running out the bank. Oh, man. That was so unfortunate. I don't think I've seen something that unlucky happen, really. That was something special. So they are going to be able to pick up the objective. Nothing can be done. And that is going to be a very well-deserved full hold for the Axis. And they're replying in style here on Gold Rush. Their map choice. Obviously, another full hold, a reply of a full hold from Fraggers would be enough to win. Let's pick up the frags. Eugen, 22 frags. Like I said, he's performing very well for his team. 3.9k damage across the other team. Mauser, 19. Pretty even spreads. They got out-fragged, out-damaged. Kind of expected. They did get full held. But that was a pretty nice defense from B2K. They held on. They had to return the objective a lot of times. I think maybe there was a couple of pushes where the Allies, the Fraggers team, sorry, had the objective. And they're a bit too patient. They took their time a bit too much when they had a lot of time on the clock. Sometimes you can be very risky when you've got a lot of time, just because it's more favourable to recover. Whereas when you've not got a lot of time, you have to be risky. So, yeah. I think they got very unfortunate in that particular moment. But anyway, B2K on the attack. We'll pick up Abject on the first push. As he's going to push in early on side, trying to get that early nade off. Doesn't manage to pick up anyone. Player decides to back off. And he heard some footsteps. There should be maybe a little push coming in towards main, as there is only one player on this side area. Giving away their spawn time. CP has been built up by Bloods. They figure, hey, we've got a lot of time on our hands. Let's get that CP early. It can be very frustrating for the Axis team to have to get a Covey in. Most of the time, Axis teams just plant it and hope they can keep control for 30 seconds. Nice shooting from Eugen. It's a lot of damage in. But Leo and Mouse both playing main area. I think maybe there's a push up back. Where is Blood? Yes, there is. Oh, Blood. Oh, he's going to get shut down. That was so fortunate. There's the fortune in reply. Blood kind of had to position himself that he'd get shot by the respawner, just because Mouse was still sat at main. Even though Mouse didn't know, he would have just instantly turned around. So slow push here from the Allied team. 3 players waiting on main. Maybe they're waiting on a full spawn. Can be good to wait for spawn time sometimes. They're taking their time, that's for sure. They're going to get killed. Main, nice revive comes in. Abject pushes in through side, gets one frag. Reply comes in. Revives come in on the engineer. That's standard play. Brilliant headshots from Mouse. Does the 180 Luger headshot onto Eugen. And that's an easy double frag. But the respawn of the Allied team will come in, and they've got to be very careful they don't get dropped here at main, because that would just give a lot of freedom. Nade over the top. Abject. Lucky man. Lucky man. Going to put some pressure on towards back. It does look like the engineer medic player is coming into action here. And Eugen doesn't have anyone to look at. Then suddenly 2 players pop out. Need to get that Gib in. And the Fraggers, the Zorus team, looking extremely strong here on their defense. Exactly what we saw of them on supply. They struggled a little bit on attack. I'd say just because it is hard to attack. Both teams struggled a little bit on attack, but their defenses look pretty strong. They've obviously held on to this first stage for nearly 3 minutes. And if you get first stage held, I mean, there's a lot more objectives to come here on Gold Rush. Nearly a nice Gib from Mouse. He's going to continue the shooting rampage at main, but this should be it for the Allies. It's only on player who's going to get taken down. Eugen's going to get that build in, and the Axis is going to have to spawn back. But they managed to take 25% of the time off the clock on the first stage. There are a good 3 or 4 stages to come. And so we're going to see. They allowed him to get gibbed. That was really strange what I just saw. It's almost he got gibbed so quick as almost as he tapped out. I don't see any engineers. This player's going to go aggressive. Unlucky with the grenade. Hopefully it damaged the tank. Leo's all by himself. Teammates are going to back him up. Headshot on towards the MG. And they're going to plant that CP. They're not going to go for the barrier. We're not going to have any barrier defense again. The tank is actually a bit faster moving here on the B2K attack than it was on Fraggers. I mean, they didn't damage it, but they did slow it down a little bit. They got in quite a lot of frags. They made it a little bit frustrating. Eugen with those kills. I mean, I think it was pushed up here in position, and it was just here for quite a while. They did damage it at that point, actually. So plant has gone down at CP, and a pause has come in. I'm not sure what the issue is. Someone's got 10 ping. That'll prove be pretty bad at land, guys.
Prepare to fight.
So here we go.
Fight.
Unpause comes in. Leo's going to get the frag in. We'll see the respawn coming in for the The Axis team. Nade's going to come up, maybe going to get a bit of damage on towards that tank. They're not going to be able to damage it. Engineer has to spam a couple of grenades in. Defuse from Eugen. And we're seeing a very, very similar thing that we saw in the first half. Mouse is going to push up after getting that grenade frag. Someone on balcony. Dream room to some people. No idea why. He gets the hippie stuff on the walls. So we should see a tank build come in. Yeah, build up the CP. Just need to get that tank into position, and I think this is advantage B2K. They have got quite a good positioning and timing on this. They've got a lot of time on the clock. Another tank build might have to come in though. One more nades. There we go. And it's damaged in almost exactly the same position. We're seeing identical. It's almost identical. Plant will come in from Mouse. It'll be hard for him to hold on to this. Just on his next respawn, it will blow. Player with some very interesting positioning. He could get really overwhelmed here. 20-second spawn. Where are the allied team? Are they pushing around the back? They are. Maybe they think they've already damaged... Oh, no, they haven't. They know they haven't damaged the bank. And they're coming slow. Player pops out. Surprise! Takes 2 down. No revives coming in. Really nice play from Player, but he comes in with packs out and takes a full spawn. Oh, that was bad. Miles needs to just tap CP at least. Nice work from Miles. That's just going to be a bit of frustration. Because they're going to have to plant this. You don't normally run Covey.
Come on, post constructed.
Grenade comes up. Just building tank now. It's going to be Eugen. And he's going to get in position. And they're going to have freedom to just move towards the bank. They haven't got the forward spawn. But they have got the option to pick up the objective if they want to. Axis decide to spawn back in. And you will see some damage go towards the tank. Leo's got that airstrike in his hands. They have gone for the Covey, so that's a nice play from the allied team. And they're going to get that build. So forward spawn will be on lockdown for their next spawn. As a bounce down from the allies coming in. Grenade coming up top. Abject taking a lot of damage. Gets a lot of damage in reply. As one player at the top of long. His blood. That was an important frag for Leo. Oh, he did have medic support, so it would have been too much of a problem. Respawning Axis coming in. Respawning allies coming in. Let's check blood on the attack. As it's a 2-man push towards third, and they've got a lot of freedom to just push in here. And Abject should get his hands on the objective. I think there's someone at the back of bank. It is going to be Leo, and he is going to get double teamed. So the objective is going to be in the allied team's hands, as it is going to be actually Miles pushing into the front of the bank, and he does get the kill and the gibbon. Really nice work from Miles. Blood's going to get his hands on the objective, but Miles with the Luger whips it out, gets a lot of damage in, takes him down to about 60% HP. And spawns back in. Player going ultra aggressive towards the truck. Decided to try and kill it out. Blood decides to give it up. And I'd say that was a fairly safe move. If you've got all 3 players alive, you can risk it. They haven't destroyed the MG. And that is really nice for the allied team. It's going to make clearing bank very easy. I did say that first arch and second arch is generally the defensive positions on 3-on-3. So it's not so bad. As... Where's the objective? Blood doesn't know. Blood didn't remember where he killed out, and he couldn't remember where he dropped the objective. That was pretty amusing. He has picked up the objective though. In the end, he has got the help of Abject, who's at barrels. Pushes in towards third. Nice secure though from Leo. It's on a short spawn. He's just going to try and get in some damage and maybe a kill. Does get in. He's going to risk fall as well. It was a little bit of a risky play. Player going aggressive underneath the bridge again from what I saw. So player hearing a lot of footsteps. He's on a short spawn. He might as well try and get something done. I was almost gobsmacked. I didn't know what I was watching there. Then respawn comes in for the allied team. Very aggressive play from Miles. He's caught out in the middle of nowhere. He needs to be careful. The prime's going to save him. Team kills are going to come in. He needs to get this revive in. Nice work from Miles. He got very fortunate. Very fortunate. Where's Leo? Leo's not alive. Leo is dead. Abject picks up the objective, and he's going to just go aggressive with the push. This is what I like to see. A little bit of risk. As the respawn may be coming in. That's it from the Axis team. We'll have the best opportunity here on Gold Rush going the B2K team's way. Barrier Bill coming in. They've got the rifle again. I'm not sure if this is a mistake or they just love the rifle. I'm not sure. They did kill out. They have dropped the objective. Will it auto-secure again? We saw that on the last game. Nice headshots coming out from Abject. He is going to get double team though. K43 coming into action. And if they build this barrier, it's going to pretty much be it.
Objective taken.
Objective has been picked up. Nice double frag comes out from Blood, but they're going to go for that barrier surely. As the respawn actually comes in, and they're going to get the frags, and the goal is going to go over the bridge and get secured. And I think that's it. I think that's GG. Unless the revive train is coming in the spawn, I don't think it is. And that's it. It is going to be B2K to tie things up here on Gold Rush. I mean, we'll go to a decider map. I can't see the truck getting slowed down. Nice recovery from B2K, but I'd say a bit of an error from the Fraggers team. I can't see them slowing down the truck here. It's in that point of no return. Easy crossfire on the respawn as well. And Eugen going absolutely huge. Picking up 4 frags. He did have the bit of support from Blood there, and I saw Abject getting in some shots as well. But that's a really nice recovery from them. Because I thought, barrier gets built by Mouse here. That's it. Done. GG. So it will be 2-2. I'm not sure what the decider will be. Maybe the decider has to be a quick map. Because we are currently 10 minutes into the next game. So the next game I'm meant to cast, we might miss the start. We might miss the start. It's just, that's the way it goes. Unless one of these teams has to play. No, that doesn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense, man. So we're going to save the scores. These are the stats. I'll just have a check of those in a second. So the score overlay is being updated. And it is 2-2. As you can see on your screen. Just about now. So the scores, 32 frags coming out from Mouse, 37 for Eugen. And Eugen's been really impressive. 6.6k damage coming out from Player. And that was really tight. I mean, there's only a minute and a half in it. In the first map, there was only 40 seconds in it. Very equal teams. So we will have a decider. I think they've gone to find out what happens. So we're going to kick things back off. This is officially restarting. And we have got the Fraggers team on defense. They have looked very dominant at certain parts of their defense. Especially on the first stages. So how can they be here on the first stage? Easy, quick frag comes out from Mouse. I think Blood got shot by 3 players there. Mouse got that one by himself. There's an early respawn for the Allied team. Eugen's going to come in with the engineer. He is going to get some medic back up. Nice work by Abject. Needle out. And it did look like maybe Leo had a 10-15 second spawn there. Players may be out for full. No, respawn's going to come in for the Allied Axis team. But the Allies are going to get pretty much a free plant down. And Axis need to be careful here. One player has been taken down. Revive did come in. Player just out in the open. Maybe they're going to go for a defuse again. Is Leo on the engineer? He is. He's going to get another defuse. This is Leo's at least his 5th defuse today. We saw Mouse get 1 or 2 on Gold Rush at the CP. But Leo's getting the key ones. The big objective diffuses. I really like it. And Eugen's charge is back. He is going to get dropped. Don't think he's going to get revived, but Abject gets a double kill. And 20 seconds all alone. Whether they know the spawn. If they know the spawn, they really should be putting pressure on the objective here. And I think Blood G is going to be able to push through the spawn. And the nade's going to slow him down by just a little bit. He's going to be able to push through 10 seconds before the Axis respawn. And he's going to get his hands... No! No! Oh, he could have got the objective. He could have at least scared them. I would have got it and gone backstairs maybe. Just to scare them a little bit. Oh, I was disappointed there. That was the shriek of disappointment from Merlin. As the plant has gone down. You do see the Axis are taking position at the objective. They're not going to push forwards for CP, even though low door hasn't blown yet. So here comes the controls damage. Yeah, they're just holding the objective. Should be an easy CP build for the Allied team. Going aggressive on the bridge now. He's going to be able to take him down. But they will build CP. And the Axis have a long spawn. They need to be careful here. And I'm not sure. Blood is actually pushing through spawn. But he's going to run into the spawn time pretty much the same time as he did before. Nice grenade from Leo. Respawn's going to come in from both teams. I'm going to pick up Blood's. His flank here is going to be pretty important. They don't know he's here. He should lean this out. He doesn't want to just run. He's making a lot of noise. But all they know he's here. He's going to have to break window. He's going to get some shots off. He's not going to be able to get in the gib. The revive work on point again for the Axis team. They're looking pretty solid. I mean, already they've got a decent time on the board for Island Nest. You can easily break this. More time the better. Allies need to regroup. They need to push as a team. They're pushing in ones. Pushing in ones. In a 3-on-3, you cannot do that. Unless you just are shooting like the best you ever shot. And I don't think any of these guys are. Maybe Eugen is shooting pretty well. Here comes the 3-man push on bridge. The only downside to a 3-man push is you know they're coming and everyone can corner that side. Nice grenade from Miles. He's going to be able to take him down. And he should respawn back in. Player's going to be caught out a little bit. He needs to back off towards the objective. A little bit of a lag spike there. I think that's my end. You do see Leo in the window. 2 players in the objective room. And they are going to be able to pick up the frags. Just one more player alive. It is Blood. Gets a bit of damage off. He's going to get taken down. He's going to respawn back in though, so no big deal. I can see Miles go aggressive towards the bridge. Just to slow them down a little bit. Pick up Abject on this push. He has got Eugen ahead of him. Nade goes in. Oh, that's a really unfortunate. That would have put you off as well. Your teammate gets boosted there with the grenade. You just can't do anything about it. Nothing can be done. So a nice hold here from the Fraggers team. I like it. 2-man push again coming in this lower area. Abject is going to get double teamed. The player pushes forward, takes down Blood as well. And there's no one to spec. There we go. They all respawn back in. Really nice defense so far. Mouse is going to run into trouble. Has 2 players to deal with. One from Pit. He's going to get the headshots. Nice shooting from Mouse. Double frag comes in, and they're going to go aggressive for the respawn. I thought Mouse was going to fall off there. They're just going to slow them down here. That's the key bit. Just slow them down. Big respawn comes in. They're going to have to defend quite heavy from inside the window. Nice grenade from Eugen. Nearly gets the damage, and he thought the door opened behind him, I think. And that's an easy gib. No medic support on that push. I think Blood's pushing from the back. He is indeed. Nice headshots again from Mouse. This is shaping up to be pretty nice to see. Like, you want to see the big legendary aimers shooting well on their comebacks. Makes the 6-on-6 even more finger licking good. The push is coming across the top. Eugen again leading the charge. It's only 2 players here. Abject's gone off by himself, and they don't stick close enough together. But he is going to be able to get in a gib, and he kills out. So there was 1 out for 10 seconds. This is their opportunity. They need to take control of this bridge. I'm not sure why they're not pushing very hard. Did they all spawn back? That was interesting. They had a 10-second window, and they decided to go through a spawn. I mean, that's one way of doing it. They are going to get in quite a bit of damage. Nice shooting, and all 3 players, the Axis, are alive. Are dead. The opposite of what I meant. And they're out for 10 seconds. He could have pushed through a spawn, but he's going to play it safely. Abject should be able to get away with this. You do have Blood. I'll pick up Blood. He's in position to slow this down. Respawning Axis will come in, and actually Abject is killed out, so he's giving the Axis a small opportunity. Nice grenade comes in. It boosted Leo, if anything, though, as the shots are going to be coming from behind. Eugen in position on the back ramp, and Axis might actually have a small chance to get into the transmitter here, but Eugen's just been given so much freedom to get the shots off, and I think, well, that should be it. But the revive train again, and the Axis doing a great job with the revives. They're going to be able to survive it. Look at all the frags going. I mean, you kill every player. You're shooting them in the back. Easy shooting. Anyway, player should really respawn back in as a field up here. He's not. Ammo in the hands of Leo. As this is looking like it could potentially be a full hold, regardless of what happens. It's a long hold. And Miles nearly makes it away. He's gonna be out for 5 seconds. 2 players still alive, and they are gonna get 2 frags in. And I think one player's still here. One player's still here. No, he killed out. Objective has been picked up. Had to be, or it would have auto secured. What is going on for this allied team? They're really struggling here. Nice little info gathering from Leo. I'm gonna stick with Leo here. He's in a nice position. Needs to be careful. He's going for aggressive. He knows 2 players spawn at CP. They have taken down 1 from the ramp. And Miles takes a lot of damage, and they're going to push on over this. They know he's weak. Rip out the pistol, player all alone, and he's not going to be able to do anything. And Leo manages to respawn in and get back in position.
Objective taken.
Nade comes up, does a bit of damage. They know the objective's that side. Nice headshots coming out. And will he get in the revive? He's not. So it's going to be all on Miles, who's not alive.
Objective captured.
He didn't respawn back in, but 8.5 minutes. 8.5 minutes here on Adler is a beautiful, beautiful time. You're going to be very, very happy with that time on the defense. 19 frags coming out from Miles. Leo hitting 18 with the big damage as well. 2.9k. Across to the other team, a bit more evenly spread. Eugen only getting 6 frags, but his damage was second highest. He had a lot of trouble here on Adler. He was the engineer at the beginning, so he would have been taking a bit of damage that way, but he was struggling. So 8.5 minutes is going to be quite a big ask of the B2K squads. So we're going to pick up Abject on the start. Oh, he could have been the first down. Getting in some damage towards Leo there. Player on this right hand side. It's going to push on past, takes down Blood, and he gets that double frag. A lot of damage came in on by a grenade. I think that was by Leo. Dove on his own grenade. But that was heavy damage dealing on towards Abject. Respawn has come in for the Axis regardless. And they're going to be able to retake position. So allies have to slow it down a little bit on the push. Ammo is a premium, like I said before. You've not got to field up. Frags are coming in the way of the Fraggers team. 15-second respawn. And Abject is going to be able to pick up 2. Dynamite has been planted, but that should be a defuse. They've got 10 seconds before the respawn, and Eugen's going to have the freedom to just defuse this, no problem. No allied players are going to be anywhere near this. And that's a nice recovery, nice frag from Abject. Picks up 3. Maybe just try and shoot him at that point. Made over the top looping. And a bit shaky from player. Needs to get ready for a battle here, because I don't think they're going to give it up easy. Miles is going to get that plant down. Dynamite is actually going to backfire towards the Axis. It's going to blow in 10 seconds, and that's actually going to stop them from being able to push in. As Eugen is actually going to have to slow it down. He could push in and try and defuse this right now. But his own dynamite is could potentially kill him. And doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's going to get that defuse in. Eugen with the pliers getting work done. As I said, the fuse has come in. And again, the respawn of the Axis is going to come in for the 3rd time on potential defuse. Is this going to happen for them? Allies need to be a bit more, I don't know, defensive, hidey. Try and draw them in. Maybe try and work together a bit more on the crossfires as they push towards the dynamite. Don't forget that dynamite's easily defended. You can kill someone while they're defusing, much easier than you can kill them when they're trying to shoot you back. Nice grenade comes out from Miles. Double frag from player, and that should be the first. That should be the first stage. Controls are in the hands of the allies. It has taken them 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes. It's a nice first stage from back to kill, and they got the double defusing, so that's really nice. Looks like they're going to get quite an easy CP. Is anyone in position to really slow this down? We'll stick with Leo here. He's in a nice position. unfortunately, I think the Allies still have an engineer, so it's not really going to be much of a push here. Leo makes it up the back stairs. He's not going to risk fall here. So we'll watch Eugen. We'll watch Abject, actually, he's front line. Nice headshots on the bridge. There's quite a bit of damage in, but the revives will come in for the Allied team. Pushing across. They're going to run into Eugen, though, head on. And the nade comes out from Eugen. Nicely timed with the lean, but the push over the top manages to take him down. And Abject has risk fall. He's all by himself. I hear the support coming through the door in the objective room. 2 players in pit, maybe going lower. Abject, Blood trying to find where his enemies are. Nice nade towards the back stairs, and they are in the window. I did say this is how it can go. Can be quite easy to defend here at window. Objective is going to get picked up. Eugen's going to try and do something, but he's not going to be able to. And player's going to be able to make it away. Makes it across the bridge. Gets the CP. This team are going to respawn in a couple of seconds, and I think B2K are going to have a small opportunity to get into position. I'm not sure what Blood was delaying for. Maybe they thought they had to secure, I'm not sure. And Blood's all by himself. Where are the Axis players? They're very slow, and player could have really come, but yeah, not now. It took them an age to get into position, almost 25 seconds to get into position on their respawn. Wonder what the delay was about. There must have been a bit of a miscommunication there. So they have killed out, so they haven't got the objective in their hands. Gives them a good 3-man push, kind of the standard way to push. Can backfire. Nice work from the Axis team. Kills and Gibbs coming in. They're going to have to pick up the objective here. They have to. Or auto-secure. Objective taken. There we go. Every other push, you can do a 3-man push. And the pushes in between, you should try and aim to just maybe push on the spawn. Kills are coming in though. And Leo has got the objective in his hands, but the revive's coming for the remaining Axis players. And Blood's gone ultra aggressive. And what sort of spawn time is Blood on? A 15-second spawn. He's just left his teammates out in the cold. And Abject is in a really nice position to get the frags in. He has to here. Where are the Allied players? They had a really nice small opportunity there. 15-second spawn for Blood. Nade's going to come across to the door. And here comes the push through. Nice shooting. Abject stay in that position. They haven't worked it out yet. That's an easy nade. If he keeps doing that position, that's an easy nadeable position. Yeah, he is. He's continuing to stay there. And you can nade there without too much of a problem. They are going to nade it this time. And all those packs that are on the floor are now going to get picked up. And here comes the push for the Allied team, as they are going to be able to clear things out. As the team kill actually came in from Eugen, so should be an easy secure for the Allied team. And it will be a 4-2 victory for Fraggers. And that was a hard-fought game. Here are the stats. 30 frags coming out from Mouse, 27 from Leo, and 24 from Abject.